Grand day to you guys. I'm doing a second attempt. I tried to do this earlier. I did a entire stream trying to get you guys to meditate with me. Unfortunately, that's been a waste of time, but either way, I'm going to try it again. Just wanted to do some simple breathing exercises. A lot of times I hear people saying, oh, you need to meditate, meditate, meditate. But when they meditate, um, sometimes they don't exactly know what to do or how to do it. Sometimes you can do too much with the meditation and take yourself somewhere you don't need to be. So it's better to do just simple things to relax your body. I think we can do like you know, a simple meditation. I wanted to actually just do some breathing exercises. So what we'll do is start with taking 5 slow breaths in and exhaling with 5 slow breaths. So that's one, two, three, go. Exhale, inhale, exhale. If you feel a little lightheaded, don't think, oh, let me stop. It's just that you're getting more oxygen than you're used to being used to. It's definitely not going to harm you. Just slowly inhale again. Exhale. This actually eliminates or relieves toxins from the body, taking away toxins from the body and eliminating toxins from the body. Kind of a rejuvenation in your cells. Try to get you all set and geared up for your day. Um, with that, we do have to live in peace and in abundable love. We have to continue to radiate love from the universe to the universe, with the universe, in connection and conjunction, and self, and connecting to the source, the most high energy uh, source, basically. Make sure we're loving others by forging a connection with the universe. When you're abundantly um, exuderating certain energies that are positive, like love, light, laughter, sharing, caring, things of that nature. These type of things actually produce certain resonant energy within your cells, and then there's a help with the crystallization of the energy that's formed by that fire within. So giving from the heart actually is beneficial to you. So we're very programmed basically um, to compete, to be selfish in our reality that's being forced upon us in a turbulent world, stressful life, traumatic conflicts. These things take us away from this particular consciousness that is the true spiritual consciousness. And we're being held into a lower vibrational frequency of, pardon me, the subconscious by those who want to control our thinking, to separate us all from the unified force that connects us, that is the Most High. The unified force is the Most High, that is what connects us all in a higher physical realm, in a low in spirit, and they need cosmic conscious in order to survive. They need cosmic energy in order to survive. They need people that have a low vibrational frequency in order to ride on their light and get through this life in this energy field, because they do not have the the ability to do some of that with their the matter at hand, because of the energy holding the matter. The matter is what actually helps you flow through that energy field, and being able to let that light penetrate, going through different areas, so on and so forth. So that's very important right now, because what's going on, they're able to ride on that consciousness via the lower frequency vibrations that people exude, because they can attach to it and grasp onto it, um, because of it being on the lower vibrational conscious field. So our reality is actually being changed, um, by technology, by media, by food. All this is mind control. All these control the ENT, entertainment, ear, nose, and throat. All the senses that are affected, the things we see, the things we hear, the things we taste. All these things are being affected at the same time. So you're being uh, manipulated on a broad span of things that are going on. The manipulation. Um, Hold on, guys. 1 second. I just got a call real quick. All right, that was my daughter. My baby always call me in the morning before she get to work and stuff. But either way, she called a little late today. Usually we've done our talk. But either way, distract me from what I was saying. I'm sorry. The reality is being changed, like I said, and we're being manipulated by technology, food, water, the air, shoot, every freaking thing that our senses can be tapped into. With this, there are certain illusions that we're under. And they're so powerful. It seems to be truth. It seems to be the reality. It seems to be, real as far as what's going on. But it is not. It's actually a forced reality that is put into our mindset via the brain mapping. The brain waves are being tapped into, and the brain mapping technology is what actually is able to access that. So this is how they're able to actually tap in. Where you might think that sounds crazy, it's actually very easy. They tell you all the time about the technologies, the Tesla car. It's actually controlled by the mind. So it's very easy to do brain mapping. This is something they've been doing for years. It's nothing new. This technology's gone back to like I'd say like 40 years. Telekinesis has been used. Uh, with manipulation of the pixels, the TV pixels, the black and white screens that used to have the little staticky sound. All of this stuff has been manipulations via the waveform. So our reality has been changed and manipulated in our thought patterns, what we see, what we visualize, creating these illusions that are not reality, but we see them as being reality because it's very powerful to the truth that we hold within, the truth that we have actually concurred in our own mind and conducted to bring into our reality. So we're making this reality. I always talk about form your own reality, creating your own reality, making reality what you need it or want it to be satisfying to your spiritual nature, to your physical nature, and to the actual reality matrix that you're in or residing in if you uh, want to proceed to stay there. So these are the things we have to pay attention to. Um, you have to think about what's the vision that I want to make my world to be. You have to advance to a realm by avoiding this world's illusions. Stay seeking and never finding answers. This is what happens. You have to continue to seek, and you shall find. Knock, the door shall be open. Things of that nature. Seeking truth, seeking answers. These things will happen if you are literally shining your light in the correct direction is trying to seek light that is beneficial and actually resonating with the energy that you're feeling on what you need. Start living within your power. Live the most empowering life that you choose to. Whatever you choose to make it to be, whatever you want it to be, whatever reality you want to create, this is what you're going to do. You have the free will to live in the world of illusions if you choose to, or you can live in light and love. And we are in a limited space of time. We're in a limited space of love. We're in a limited space of reality. What your formation is in the matter that you choose to bring of it from your energy and the frequency that you create actually is forming that reality. So just start raising your vibrations, creating the things that you want, even if it comes to writing them out to make sure that you're visualizing and putting this in paper. Once you write that out, you're actually spelling down what you want and perceiving it to be and seeing it, and it helps you to visualize what it is that you're looking for. You have to raise your frequency in order to ascend to a different reality, to ascend to a different level that, I don't know, that would be beneficial. Is all that I can say. Um, Electrolytes, sodium, potassium, they move freely throughout our cells, right? So when we're having effects of certain sodium and ions and things that move into the cells, it affects you negatively. When it comes to like potassium, this is very important when it comes to the bone structure. It moves out and it changes the cell, and it can create like electrical poise that causes the next cells to open up and allows your cells to move freely. So what we have to do is make sure we are not bringing in the negativity, because these thoughts actually can do things to manipulate your cell. So you have to be able to move your cells freely, so that they can pulse, you know, um, pulse traits to the nerve. These things can be manipulated by the things you're doing. You're moving, and you're placing certain electrical energies from one body and displacing it to another where you may need it. Actually shifting and harboring and harnessing your energy to fluctuate it to a different area. This takes focus. These things we can do by being on a higher vibrational frequency, because you're able to tap more into it and have control of that. Um, so just be aware that food is light energy, basically from the sun and the elements of the earth. When it's grown from naturally, we're not talking about GMOs. Stay away from the GMOs, guys. I keep telling you, stay away from these meats. I keep telling you guys, this cannibalism is killing you. The sun charges us up, in the earth and all the ground that's around us. It gives photosynthesis to produce energy, light, frequency, life into everything that is in the earth. The moon actually controls some of the tides in the water, so that's why I believe that the moon is a satellite. That's like been there from years back with some ancestors. So on and so forth. Being that it's hollow, it's like metallic. From when certain videos they've shown, it just looks very hollow. The density, the shapes from when things have hit it, it looks like listen, we won't even get into all of that, but keep that in mind. There is a consistent frequency on Earth. It has a negative charge. There are lots of electrons when you're on the Earth barefooted. This is why they create all the concrete. This is why there's so many buildings. This is why the cities are created with concrete. This concrete, they covered up about 70% of the Earth's surface in the ground that we need, so that we're able to penetrate our electrical frequency, because like I said, food is light energy from the sun and the elements of the earth. So obviously there's elements in the earth that we can contribute to beneficially if we're able to connect with it. The sun charges us, like I said, the earth grounds us. So we have the negative from the earth, and we have the positive from the sun. So we're not getting the correct balance or the proper balance that we need. There is a constant or consistent frequency on the earth negatively. So just think of that. You're getting a positive, but you're not getting the positive negative ions that you need in your body as well. Because there's a lot of energy from the earth when you're standing barefoot. You can feel that energy, the earth connecting, and the earth connecting through your soul, from the sole of your feet, and then the sole of your dome. The sun is penetrating energy. So this is how we have that torus field that's flowing in our body correctly. Um, we need to do this at least an hour or so a day. The earth electrons are absorbed into the foot, and it goes up into our bloodstream. They know this, so that's why they block that. We need to stand on the ground barefoot for like an hour, hour and a half a day. Keep the body the same charge as Earth and the electrons and things. So this is why we can't connect to the Earth, and we're getting constantly lost, consistently lost in the sauce. Basically, is what I said. Because the electrons that are absorbed through the soles of the feet to the blood, and then the sun charges it up. The Earth grounds us. By doing this, your body will be at the same negative charge of the Earth, and the body will take out any kind of free radicals thins the blood out, it reduces pain, it reduces inflammation, it elevates electromagnetic stress from the body, so on and so forth. It improves our oxygen flow. You get a better sleep. The body can be overcharged by these things that they're putting out through technology, all the false essential things that are supposedly natural and affecting your body positively, they're actually affecting your body negatively. So we need to do this, but you're not able to be grounded unless you're in an area consistently that has good weather. You can go in your backyard, so on and so forth. But they're still being manipulated because it's off. The energy levels are off because of all the concrete and everything that's around it. Just like you have breaks in anything. So we have to, as I said, connect with the universe. Neuroscience and consciousness is all being manipulated by DARPA, DARPA. The DARPA is a brain mapping program. Good old Obama instituted the initiation of it. It was already going on, but he made it really public and free for all. Um, with those two different conscious fields, because the one that we're able to control is the ascendant, and they're trying to tap into that, but they can't. The sapient being is what they can tap into, which is the physical being. The physical being is Satan, sapient being. This is why they talk about Satan, and the sapient being. The sapient being is the physical being, the physical entity that's trapped into the reality of the false ascendant of this matrix that we reside in. You're trapped with that particular entity, so it's like you're a twin. You can't let that go, and you're still there, and so on and so forth. That's a whole nother story, but. Um, Basically, the regions of the brain can transfer the thoughts from one to another with the neural technology. So thinking that if neural technology actually transfers brain waves through the natural body, if they tap into that via your sapient being, they're able to control and manipulate your thoughts through your subconscious. Your subconscious is able to be tapped into because it is part of the physical, because the brain is manipulated through the mapping. Just to verify that, and the electromagnetic field that we're all connected to, the electromagnetic field, because energy is matter, and biology is basically all created around us, trying to figure us out. Biology, medicine, things of that nature. When I say medicine, we're not talking about natural medicine, we're talking about pharmaceuticals. This is all created around us. Biology, medicine, mathematics, all trying to figure us out, all created by, trying to figure out the universal conscious. Matter is conscious, matter is energy. The unified conscious, we all have a connection to a geometric field that is that grounding through the earth and sun that we need consistently. We're connected to it, and the universe is connected to all of us because we are the universe. You're the universe, I'm the universe, and we're all connected. So when things are transpiring on this earth in this physical realm that are natural and that's not beneficial and that's degrading to the earth and the earth's energy, it does affect us. And this is what's going on because we're being a part of that. Subatomic particles is it's like a vibrating packet of energy. When you look at subatomic particles, you can think of an atom and everything that's going around it, the rings, and then you see the little bubbles that are going around it. So the subatomic particles are in the background, and that's the energy field. Okay, so energy is like trading energy and information with each other consistently through the subatomic particles on the background, which is the energy field that it resides in, which is what's being manipulated, which is why it can move. Obviously, energy makes things move, gives it, the force, so on and so forth. And it's a shapeshifter. It can move and can be transformed into other things. So if there's anything manipulating any technology, chemical things that come into the body to actually manipulate your energetic field, it actually starts to shape shift it into different matter. Therefore, dehumanizing your body and changing your body into a different area, or so on and so forth. Oh, I got comments, guys. I'm sorry. Let me see if someone's saying something. I apologize. Uh, Good morning, James. How are you, dear? Tried to put a link in if anybody wants to join me, but for some reason it's not letting me put the link in. If not, definitely you can just continue to, you know, speak with me here either way or listen out. So with the subatomic particles, like I said, matter is a relationship with the universe. So if they're tapping into that matter with the DARPA brain mapping technology, this particular information, they can tap into your consciousness. So they're tapping into you, the physical you. You have to overpower the physical you so that you're able to control that. Let's say it that way. You want to be able to control it. You want to be the one that's going to be able to handle everything that has to go on in your reality and forming that reality. As I said, you want to make that reality. You want to form your reality into what you want it to be, not letting other entities or other things come in to manipulate that, because the waveform information that you're being penetrated by through your five senses, when we're taking in this information, all five senses take in about 10 million bits of information each second. So we're talking about each second. So if that's 10 million bits of information via the five senses each second, that's times six. That's 600 trillion, I believe, if I calculate that correct. That's 600 trillion bits of information we're taking in each minute. So if you're taking in that information, that's like astronomical. You have to think of it that way. And keeping in mind, the waveform only takes in or takes to construct 0.0001% of that information as far as calculating what it wants to resume and create that physical reality from. So it takes the information, it processes, it penetrates it through the brain. The brain calculates, hey, I'm going to take this bit, this. There's so much going on at one time. The brain can only take so much in at a time. So it takes that information, it processes, it sends a visual out through your mind within that same very second, and you get a visualization of what's going on or what you actually created or brought into your circumference. So this is what happens. Planes going by, guys. Give me a second. So this is what happens. This is why we're able to be manipulated, penetrated. uh, Thoughts patterns are being, forced to do all kind of different things that we don't even choose to have going on at this time. So, like I said, matter is in relationship with the universe. So, the unified field of our intelligent energy, which is the Most High. As I said, keep in mind the unified field. That's the source, the energy field, the source, the one source, the dot, the Most High, Allah, God, Yahweh, whatever you want to call it. That is the unified field of intelligent, highest intelligent consciousness. It's omnipresent thoughts, um, thoughtful of all things and time and space, and it permeates everything in existence, as we all know. If you have any kind of head in your, in mindset at all to have a spiritual inclination, you do know that much. We're not going to put a name. We can't put a name. There's no way to put a name to it, the source, but we have to go by way of making sure that you understand what we're talking about. So the gravitational field is a fluid-like essence of the universe, which is what we're all tied into. A lot of times I talk about being in the water. We know we're stuck in those reflections, those light mirrors, because we're in that water. We're just moving through that water. We're trying to connect to the source. We're connected to the source, but there's so much light and energy and reflections that we don't know how to get back to that source to get that pure energy and that pure essence. So this is what's going on. The geometric field, like I said, it's like a fluid like essence. And then with us being 78% water in our body, we're affected. We can easily be affected by things that are in the universe that have been uh, genetically modified to induct certain things into us physically. Okay. Um, all the matter arises from physical and non-physical. So keeping in mind the things that are non-physical as well are affecting us. The spiritual realm. This is where the spells are casted upon us mentally, where we are caught in a pastime of history, lies that are not true, not understanding that we are um, Hebrew Israelites, Hebrew, the source that brewed us all over and created us. And we are the Israelites. We is real lights. We are Israelites. Israelites, the Israelites, Hebrew Israelites, the indigenous Israelites, the Aboriginal Israelites, the Moors. There's so much separation in community, so we don't even know who we are. Don't know that we all stand together as one, being so strong and powerful together. Indigenous, Moor, Aboriginal, all the same thing. We all come from the Naga Mayan Empire. The Naga Mayans are all from the Most High, the Israelites, the indigenous Indians, the Israelites. I mean, I can't rub it in any more than that, guys. It's annoying. So with that gravitational pull and fluency, this is why everyone's confused. They don't know which way to go, which way is up, which way is down, which way is around, and there's so much going on with that. People need to be um, self-organizing. You know, they need to make sure that they are doing things that are going to be beneficial to them all the time, and not just listening to things and being in competition, and trying to be focused on knowing the stories and laws of this land, that land, what they told you over here, and this one's arguing with that one, only because there's confusion as to the physical space. Everybody's so trapped into this physical space. Who gives a damn? Who cares about whether or not you came from Egypt, Rome, Constitution of Washington? I mean, who cares? You're here, yourself. You're standing in your own. You're in your own square. You're in your own person. This is just a physical. This is more of trapping you, keeping you caught in this physical realm and worrying about the wrong things. This is it's crazy. It's ludicrous. It's nuts. You guys get trapped in the wrong things. So you got to understand that nature has natural intelligence. There is no intelligence more, uh, I guess, higher than natural intelligence. There's one universe, one God who pervades everything, all things, one substance. There's one law, there's one reason, there's only one, there's only one. We're all part of that same one, in constructing a corrective atmosphere. We have to contribute to that. We have to be beneficial to the earth as far as we want so much from the earth. We ask on the earth to give to us, make things right, this, and that. Oh, let's do this, make a balance, create. Hey, what are we doing? Are we being beneficial to the earth? Are we serving the earth? Are we doing the things we need to do? I don't think so. I don't hear people talk about that much. But either way, um, we are formatting everything in a mold through the actions of what we make or we create. Our energies that we use to flow. The energy field, which is the most high, is unconditional love. It brings everyone together. Just ride on that broom, jump on the target and feel that light, see that light. You're part of the light. I know you feel it. I know you see it. I know you can absorb it from others. And if you're not feeling it, you need to get away from those people. They're not being beneficial. So I don't know, guys. I just wanted to jump on and say that I hope you guys have an awesome morning. Anybody that's tuned in, I really appreciate you guys coming in to share with me. Um, you know, um, your energy, and I'm offering myself to give a positive vibrational energies and frequencies to all that come within my circumference. I just love everybody, anyone that has a light in the ear to hear. I'm open to sharing and caring. I did put up that you are the universe. Everything is in you. You inverse. You are inverse. Keep that in mind. You are the word, the truth, and the life. Everyone that is of the most high source is the source as well. You are the source. You are the word. You are the truth. You are the life. You inverse is the universe. The universe is you inverse. You in motion. You in emotion, living word, the living word in motion. Emotions is energy in motion. That's all emotions are. Anytime a person's getting upset, this, and that, their energy's just flowing and things of that nature. You have to look inside of self to see L. CL, self, CL and self, CL, the most high connecting to the source, all that energy. Oh, it's phenomenal. All right, guys. I'm gonna try and jump on a little bit later. Actually, oh, the show will be tomorrow on the main radio. Sister Our Soul Talk About It segment tomorrow on the main radio. We do air each and every Wednesday and Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They have gotten everything. We were supposed to be back up January the 15th, but they called me yesterday to go down to the station, get everything set up on my computer, and we are rearing and set to go. So I will be premiering back our show for Sister Soul. Talk about it Wednesday, January the 13th, premiering for 2021. Got a lot of exciting things going on. Make sure you guys are tuning in. We're going to be having a phenomenal lineup. I plan on having a few conscious music providers. We're asking people to send in their information. If you do have a track that you would like to submit that we're going to play on our stream, there will be a competition. Not per se a competition. I'll just say that because I'm sure if anyone writes from their heart and their spirit and conscience is going to be good. But the person that has the most likes on their particular track, they're going to actually retrieve a prize. So there will be a prize in mid-February. So make sure you're sending your audio with your name, the track information, the download link, And what I'll do is I'll send you a reply with your number, and we'll just have that number uh, be the information for your Cash App, because the prize will be given via Cash App. If you can't do Cash App, we'll figure out another way. But either way, we'll be doing that in February. So make sure you send your information to Sistar Soul Main Radio at Gmail. That's SISTARSOULMANEREDIO at gmail.com. Send that link and download, and we'll make sure that we get it played in next week. And then we can start getting our platform going for new artists and promoting our youth and making sure that they're sharing everything that they have to give, and blessing us with their talent, so on and so forth. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. If you're tuning into this later, just make sure that you click that like button. I'd like for you to subscribe. Obviously, I'd love to have a few people up and join in, and being a part of the show, so that we can go from there. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. It's been a pleasure, and you have a grand and awesome day. Go out sharing light, love, positive frequency, vibrational energy that is being essential and positive to someone else's life. All right.